So this particular clip we're about to watch, this I don't know, came out a couple years ago, and so these two girls, I think at the time, worked for Facebook, and so they're TikTokers basically. Oh, this is what I do in my job, and so people watch this, and you listen to them describe what they do, and you go, and they're in a pool, and they all both of them got laid off at some point.
Oh.
And there was several influencers, like people that like work at Facebook and go, oh, hey guys. And they're, oh, I arrive at 9 o'clock and I get a coffee and I do this. And then at 10:15, I have my first break of the day and I get a donut and I meditate for a while and just all this stuff that's anything but seems like working. And so you can watch this. And if you're that person's boss, you're like, that chick doesn't really do anything here. Because they're like, hey, you got to reduce headcount.
It's the product
like,
managers.
Oh yeah, the product managers. These guys are sitting in a pool. Like, what do we do? And so you got these two cute girls. I think they're on vacation somewhere. And the bottom line is, I don't think this video was helpful for their career.
I saw a lot of comments on the video like, this is when you know you're at the top. Cycle.
Yeah, the talk.
TikTok? My coworkers keep saying I need to make it like a tech TikTok, because if you look at my TikTok, you'd never guess I have a job. So
imagine that.
Anyways, this is our current workstation. Callie and I are what you call product managers. Callie, what is your team over?
My team is over reporting and internal tools.
And I am over what we call card experience. So we work on like anything from activating your credit card to freezing, reissue, shipping, all the good stuff. What's a PM?
We help prioritize and help the engineers stay on track. And
She's like
help them
iffy, like
know
she
what to
doesn't
build
really want to talk about it.
so that you have a
Or
product.
she doesn't know.
Yeah, exactly. So you might have a team like the engineers actually do the developing, the coding, which is the impressive part. Designers also do the impressive part, which is everything you see
So
when you're in
everyone's
a
like, "We don't really
software.
do anything."
Product managers essentially decide what the team's going to work on, do competitive research, prioritize bugs, keep everyone focused, motivated, and driving towards business outcomes. So that's what we do. And we work from home, which means you work from the internet.
So this is our office today.
Thanks for tuning in. I hope all you coworkers are happy. I'm branching out.
So they got
into the
fired
tech
after this?
niche.
They got laid out. Laid off.
Laid off? What is laid
Well, they
off?
probably got laid out later that day. But they did get laid off. Yeah, they did lose
You
their
just
job.
watch that and you're thinking they're probably making a 6-figure salary and they're like hanging out at the pool and it just sounds like their job's bullshit. There's just a bunch of people working on something like, oh, credit card experience. You can tell there's a lot of paper shuffling or emails being sent or meetings being had, that it just wastes a lot of people's time. And so if you're her boss and their video went viral, because I think they were on vacation or at some kind of retreat or something while they were there, but that's kind of how they work every day. And if it comes down from up high, hey, you gotta reduce your head count by 100 people. And you're thinking, who do I get rid of? And then you see that video and you go, even they admit, they're like, we don't really do much.
Mm-hmm.
They don't really have much to say about what they do. And you go, that's kind of a redundant job.
Yeah, the other girl was
So they got laid off.
Yeah. She was kind of just like...
It's just kind of like jelly in between answers.
Yeah, it's like, I'm
this?
really just hanging out in my bikini here, looking like I'm busy doing something. But in reality, they're maybe responding to emails and not doing much work.
Interesting.
And, these people are making 6-figure salaries. And so when the economy goes the other way, they're like, we got this excessive headcount, like as Zuckerberg said, we probably have some people that don't need to be here and shouldn't be here and won't be here. And so in the last year and a half, they've been laying Google, Facebook, all of them have gotten rid of people. Even Apple, I think, got rid of all the people that were working on the car the electric car they had been working on for many years. And so they got rid of all that. Zuckerberg, they got rid of a lot of people.
Wow.
So you're seeing all across Silicon Valley, you're getting your head count reduced. I mean, look what Elon Musk did to Twitter. I think he's got maybe 10% of the employees that they had when he took over, and so he reduced the head count and reduced the expenses. And Twitter seems to work better than it ever has with a fraction of the people, because most of the people that were working at Twitter were just, people like that, bureaucrats and, layers of bureaucracy that aren't really doing any kind of productive work to bring money in. They're just expense, basically.
Yeah.
And so all like the DEI departments, which, everybody's adopted the acronym, didn't earn it. For DEI, you got all these people making $500,000 a year being a diversity, equity, and inclusion manager. Like those whole departments, it's like everybody wholesale is just getting fired because they look at how much money are they bringing into the company, and they look and they go, well, they're not actually bringing in anything. It's just expense. It's just overhead, and millions of dollars on basically paying people to not really do anything productive. And so they're all. Those people are all getting fired.
Their meetings they have just waste people's time. It's like, oh, guys, we have to have a seminar on accepting different cultures and stuff. Come on, everyone taking 2 hours out of your day.
Yeah.
It's literally just a net drain. Like, you're taking all the productive people of the company, making them do useless crap.
Yep. Like Elon Musk, their policy is if you're sitting in a meeting and you're like, I don't need to be here, it's okay to get up and leave and just say, I don't really need to be here in this meeting.
Yeah.
Because he wants people to be productive, and a lot of time in corporations is spent just sitting in meetings, not really doing anything. And like I said, that was just one video. There were so many TikTokers that were, it sounded like an airheaded, 15-year-old girl. She's filming herself on the way to Facebook headquarters, and she films herself when she gets there. And it's just a series of very little work. Lots of snack breaks and coffee breaks and lunch breaks, and because she details her whole day and for like her 9 to 5, and it's like half the day she's just screwing around and goofing off.
So it's like just 2 hours of work.
Yeah, exactly. And they go, and so those are the first people, because their videos go viral, and your video, everybody's talking about it.
Yeah.
So if you're a manager and you've got hundreds or 1,000 people that you manage, and you're trying to figure out who do you get rid of, and you watch videos like that, you go, well, they're clearly not doing anything productive that is going to be helpful for the company. And so they're the first ones that get laid off. And then what's, people rip on them about is and these two did a video that I just saw last week.
Mm-hmm.
This is probably a couple years after it first came out, talking about how they're no longer there, and same thing, like the one, hey guys, so I got laid off. I got laid off from Facebook. You see that kind of thing.
Wow.
I mean, you're sad for them that they lost a job, but then you look and you go, what were they really doing that was of any productive value?